Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is yours truly, Jimmy Bay, and we are back with some positively awesome wrestling after a week off last week. Much needed break, if you ask me. I had a wedding to go work. This man down here had a wedding to go to, so you know what the deal is. But let's just go ahead and not ignore the big thing going on right here to the right of me. We have a special guest. The man has returned. Nick, how the heck have you been, sir? And how have you been enjoying your wrestling?
As you know, Jim, I've had a rough couple of months. But
yes, sir.
I got to go to Romania and help build my sister's house, which was a fantastic experience. I worked through everything. I feel great. Wrestling has been amazing in the last couple of months. I would just like to bring up a quick thing. Minor rant. I am sick and tired of everybody going on that Triple H doesn't know how to book a pay-per-view. I keep hearing this all over Twitter and all over everybody else. Did we all watch WrestlePalooza? Albert, I know you didn't see the whole thing. Jimmy, you watched WrestlePalooza? 5 matches, perfect?
I mean, I think 5 matches works. I don't mind 6. I think 6 is a good number.
For a B show. And Crown Jewel is a B show.
5, 6, 7, I think that's a good sweet spot. Like, anything more than 7, I think, is overkill at that point. So, I've always defended the 5-match cards. Like I don't have an issue with them.
Yeah, I agree.
No, neither do I. I love them for B pay-per-views. I think every match gets a decent amount of time. I think you get I know you haven't seen it, Albert, but AJ versus Cena was 27 minutes.
See, I'm talking about Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel. Not WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, not WrestlePalooza.
Brain. I've been away, right?
Because Harry's like, I hated Brock versus Cena. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I did too. What are we doing here?
Right. Okay. Before we get going, lads, I have a question for you. We all know that Gunther has been announced as John's last match.
It's not been announced. Don't start that.
Okay.
It's not been announced.
It is meant, according to reports, that Gunther is going to be John Cena's final match. Now, if this is true, the best thing for Gunther to have done if the Brock match hadn't happened would have been to decimate John Cena. It would have heated him up. It would have brought him back as a major heel and proved that he is a super monster once again. My question to you, lads, is why the hell did they have Brock destroy Cena on his retirement tour? Do you think it was John's idea?
No. I couldn't tell you why. I thought it was
honestly, yeah, I'm in that same camp. I don't know what the we had this discussion after this match happened. I don't know what the purpose of the booking of that match was. It just didn't make sense to me. It didn't feel like it forwarded anything. It doesn't feel like it added anything to Cena's retirement tour. I feel like that there was a point where everybody was like, "Oh yeah, let's run this back," and then and then and I was like, "Okay, I'm interested. I guess if they're gonna have a match." And then the way it was booked, I'm like, "Okay, now Brock's gone, so why?"
All it's done.
Since you've been gone, I'll just go ahead and fill you in on my thought on Brock Lesnar in general. And this has nothing to do with the politics or anything involving him, the person. Stop it. I don't see the reason of having Brock back in any way, shape, or form to begin with. So for him to be back, first off, I'm like, okay, here we go. But then for us to see that again, it's like, it feels like it's 2013 all over again. Was that when he came back and did this crap last time? It's like, why are we doing this again? WWE has moved on from Brock Lesnar, in my opinion.
In my opinion, there are 2 reasons why Brock Lesnar should still be employed in WWE. And that is Obafemi and Gunther.
And Braun Breaker, to be fair. I mean,
here's the thing. I know a lot of people have been bringing up Braun Breaker too. Would it be cool? Yes. Is it something that I need to see?
No, I don't need to see.
Those are the 2 matches that to me, Brock, though. That I don't care about Brock, but if Brock has to be back, those are the 2 matches. I want to see him face. Not even. No. I don't even care enough about that either.
No, because they will cool Jacob's Jets. They will cool Jacob's Jets with Brock because Brock will refuse to lose to him, and it will be a terrible match. Right. Also, you brought up Obafemi, Albert.
Yes.
That man needs to join the New Day.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, yes, he does.
I don't hate that, actually.
Hold up.
He should replace Big E as the new heater for the New Day as the heel act, because it's an unpopular opinion, but Obafemi has not done anything since he lost the NXT Championship.
No, yeah,
He has a bit of Charlotte Flairism about him when he doesn't have the belt. He's no longer.
What is he? Has he even been on TV though?
You cannot cross. He's just a big guy. He needs.
Has he been on TV though?
Built around him. No, he's not been on anything. He wasn't even on.
So
the show.
That's not a fair assessment then.
No, he has been on TV since he lost the belt, but hardly at all because they don't know what to do with him.
Well, I think because his time in NXT is done.
Yeah, but he apparently refused to go to the main roster. He's refused to go to the main roster.
Well, they're just waiting at this point, I feel like.
I like Oba.
I don't feel like you can bring him in right now. I feel like you got to bring him in pre-Royal Rumble season or Royal Rumble itself.
I'd like to see him in the Rumble.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind he's in the Royal Rumble. I think Obafemi was good before he won the title.
You see, I can't say I saw a lot of Oba before he won the belt.
What?
Like, I didn't really pay a lot of attention to Oba before he won the belt. He was just kind of there as a mid player in NXT who was always filtering around. And then when they finally put him in the world title picture, he got direction, he got purpose, and I liked him. I think his promos are fantastic.
When he had the North American title, I think that was the start of it. I think that they
but he had to feud with Tony D.
I think that they've been very careful with the way they booked Obafemi, and I think they're kind of mirroring what they did with Gunther. I think they're putting him in a position where he's going to be a champion. The majority of the time, he's out there because he's going to be this unbeatable monster. And I think that if they're going to bring him up, they need a position for him to be in that position. And right now, let's look at our mid card champions. Dom, if someone's going to come up and like beat Dom to really make an impact as a heel. Maybe
I have a theory about Dominic is on the title reign.
Let's pause on this one then. We'll get to Dom. I promise you that.
Okay.
We'll pause on this one before everything gets away from us here.
Yeah, sorry, my fault.
You're good. It's been a while. You're excited. I'm not mad. We got to get the Vision stuff out, and then we can move on from there. Because I want to talk about the Cena and AJ Styles match that we were briefly talking about prior to the show, and then. Yeah, we could talk about Dom. Clearly, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say no. The Vision. Seth Rollins is gone. It's done. He's gone. He's out of the Vision. Clearly, this looks like it was a pivot because Seth, more than likely, is injured. We can't say for sure at this point because he's done pulled a fast one on us before.
Yes,
but. It appears, after going back and watching the clip and seeing the move, it's pretty clear he hurt himself to me, and now he's gone. Do you think, Nick, we'll start with you. Do you think that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed can carry this faction with Seth gone?
No.
Or is this something they just need to just scrap the Vision completely and just...
No and no. I don't think Braun and Bronson can carry it on their own, but they do have Paul Heyman to talk for them, which is a big help.
Yes,
but there is a rumor that there was going to be another person added to the Vision. It's been reported on Cultaholic and a couple of other wrestling YouTube channels that Austin Theory was on his way back to the company to be put in as part of the Vision. Now, I think this would be brilliant for the group because they need what I like to refer to as a fall guy.
Austin Theory cannot be a fall guy at this point.
No. Hear me out. Not a fall guy is in the sense of he just loses all the time. But he can be the reason that they lose occasionally. Because you don't
be that role. I think he's done enough of that over the past few years.
Okay, fair enough.
And I think if you were to continue to use him in that role, I think he's Dolph Ziggler at that point. Man, I don't mean that as a knock on Dolph because Dolph's awesome, but he never really took that next step, and he was always used as a fall guy. A guy that gets him over because he makes everyone look good.
I am guessing that the reason they were going to put Theory into the Vision in the first place was to use him as the impetus for the Breaker babyface turn and betrayal of Seth.
Well, he also has history. he also had history with Heyman and Seth. So
Yeah, he was one of Seth's disciples when Seth was the Monday Night Messiah.
And now remember, you also have Theory in that position, though. Instead of being like the fall guy, he can also be the division, the guy that gets in between the bronze. You know, so if he does go in, it's not that he's losing. Maybe he's winning, and maybe things are going well. But maybe maybe Braun Breaker wins the world title. And maybe Theory says something to Braun Breaker like, hey, you're doing great, man. But then when he leaves, he says to Bronson, hey, how come that's not you? Didn't you beat Roman Reigns? Weren't you the guy who beat the tribal chief? Why is Braun the guy who pulled the trigger on Seth and then brought you along for the – he didn't tell you beforehand? There's a lot that you can do with Theory in that way. Now he is technically – he can be almost a fall guy in a way where he's not losing, but he's praying for the fall of the group so that you can split these two guys off from each other and you get a nice big feud out of the two of these guys beating the piss out of each other. Because imagine they're great together, but imagine I'm just thinking about salivating at the match between the two of them eventually.
Well, my guess was the idea of bringing Theory in, if Seth hadn't got injured, would be that Seth would start to favor Austin because they have that prior history, and Breaker would start to get jealous.
And Austin Theory kind of resembles Seth's style a lot more than the other two. Yeah.
Yes.
I wouldn't be against Theory joining him. I love Theory. I've never been shy about that. I just don't. I wouldn't do it. And I think the whole rumor derived from Meltzer saying that he was going to be part of the War Games match. So I try not to invest too much in the rumor things like that.
Anything that Dave says, you take with a pinch of salt.
That's what I'm saying. I first heard it through him that he was going to be attached to them in some way. So if other things are latching onto it, I'm kind of like, but how credible is that really? I'll say, again, I don't hate it. I just don't want him to be the fall guy. He can't get put in that role over and over and over again. I'll say, and Albert, you can follow me up on this. You can, if you agree or disagree. I think Bronson and Breaker work better separated. They were working better separate from Seth to begin with. So I don't think they're going to be hurting at all at this point. I think they will definitely need Heyman to be there for them a little bit more because they were kind of going off doing their own thing there for a second because Heyman was injured. Heyman needs to be there with him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Breaker's not there yet. And Bronson he's not captivating on the mic. It's just not.
He's a bit wooden.
Yeah. I love Bronson. So I'm trying to be very
fair,
unbiased here.
Yeah.
So diplomatic.
Yeah. I'll say you brought up Obafemi earlier. Throw Obafemi with them and just make them complete monsters. I don't think you need a fall guy. I think you just need to have these guys destroy people. Why
not, right?
Yeah, because the more they kind of dominate, the more angry people are going to be about it. And the more angry they are about it, when someone finally does beat them, that person's going to be over, like insanely over. So that's how I would go moving forward. I would put another monster in them, and no, not Brock freaking Lesnar, like everyone's saying. I know it's probably going to happen, but I don't like it. But
would it make a difference? He's only going to show up once every 6 months anyway, so who cares? I just don't care to see him. That's where I'm at. Why? Just why? It wouldn't even make sense. Like, what would be even the part of doing it? When he's
so he
there,
can wrestle Breaker.
He wants to interact with Paul Heyman.
If they put him in the vision, it's to set up the match with Breaker. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. That's it.
Yeah, Albert. You can, I guess, just have what you say what you want about it. That's where we're at this point. Yeah, okay.
I agree. I think they were fine on their own. I think when they were on a side quest and they were doing what they were doing, feuding with the Usos after, as Seth was going after, I think that was his feud with Punk. I think it was perfect. I think they were good by themselves. I don't think they needed – I think that the elevation up the card by being associated with Paul Heyman was enough for me, even without Seth's blessing, to make me think that this is going to work. And we also have to remember one other thing. Seth going down doesn't mean that it's not just the end of the vision, whatever. That's a big deal. But it also vacates the world title. Someone's going to have to win that. And if WWE is really high on Braun Breaker and they keep throwing out this future main eventer thing at him, if they're going to do it and they want to pull the trigger, you can put it on him right now.
I don't think he's ready.
I don't think he's ready either. But
I tend to agree with Jimmy. I think the world title needs to be put into a triple threat with Jey Uso, CM Punk, and LA Knight.
Yeah, I think I don't want. I know they just did it. So
Punk just won.
But
no, I'm not saying Punk should win. I'm saying LA Knight should win.
No, I'm saying Punk literally just won that match, though. Like, we literally just had that match.
Yeah, I get that, and that's why I'm not a fan of it. But at the same time, they had that match not being in the position they're in now.
Throw Breaker in there and make it a 4-way then. Change it up a little
that's
bit.
fine. Go ahead.
Do that. That works.
Yeah.
That works.
But I'm down, you know?
Braun Breaker, I don't think is ready for that.
No. Well, actually, you want to do it the right way? Make it a 6-pack challenge. Throw Dom in there and throw AJ in there.
No. They both have bigger fish to fry right
too
now.
busy. And
I just want the idea. Tour. So now remember, the title's vacated. So the idea would have to be that it would have to be your top superstars would have to be, you know, the ones that you would consider for that. And I want them to put Dom in that match just to go, hey, how could we not put him in this match? He's beaten everybody.
Wait a minute.
He deserves it. AJ gets in there on his nostalgia, old school, you know, hey, I've only got a limited amount of time, you know, card that he can play. Bam, 6-pack challenge.
What's the next pay-per-view, guys?
It's Saturday Night Main Event, I think.
Survivor Series.
No.
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, right?
Yeah.
I have 2 words for you. Deadly Game.
Who?
Deadly Game. Turn Survivor Series into a tournament for the World Championship. You can still do War Games as the main event, but have Triple H loves running the old classics from the past.
I'm not mad at that.
Do Deadly Game at Survivor Series. Run a tournament for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. Have Breaker steamroll everybody through the tournament and then get stopped in the last match. It builds his credibility, but as I agree with Jim, I don't think he's ready to carry a world title.
No, I agree.
Right? But if you have him lose to like CM Punk, LA Knight in the final match, it's great because they get solidified because they just beat a guy who dominated an entire tournament. And everybody wants to see Punk with the world title again because Seth screwed him.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah. I don't want to see Punk with a title. He does not need it.
Okay, he doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it.
I'll give you that. But I do want to see LA Knight with that championship.
Okay, that's what I'm going to say. We're all going to decide now. Who would you put the title on with? Oh, wait, hold on. I do want to bring up this because without the immediate Seth feud, Braun Breaker is going to need a strong opponent. I think Braun Breaker's future now is they're setting up AJ and Lee. We're going to call the team AJ Lee to take the tag titles away from Judgment Day. And I think that is going to be Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed's next
trajectory
thing they're going after. And having them work with AJ Styles is a great feud for Braun Breaker. There's a singles match right there that will give Braun Breaker some of that in-ring
chutzpah.
He needs it with those kinds of opponents. And I think that's where they're going to go with that. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, there's no reason to rush Braun. Absolutely not. And I know everyone's going to say it's because I'm biased and I'm favoritism and blah, 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 blah. Maybe I am. I don't care. But Dominic Mysterio is more ready for a world title than Braun Breaker is. Hands down.
He's got the mega championship already.
Yeah. Breaker wows us with what he does, like with his athleticism. Dom can carry segments. Dom can open shows.
And that
he makes superstars. Like
that match with Penta was phenomenal. If you notice, Dom is finally wrestling a little bit more. He's opening up his bag a little bit more
right now.
What's that?
He's a workhorse right now.
Yeah. But the thing is that and look how smart he is. We talked about this a while ago, Jimmy, how we know that Dom's babyface turn is going to be generational. He's going to, once he's able to open up his, the bag that he has completely, we're going to start seeing things that we didn't even know Dom was capable of doing. What I like is he's very quietly starting to roll some of that out now, and especially because he's the AAA mega champion, because he's now put on the pressure, right? He's a world champion now, right? So I like that he's doing more. His matches are better. I think he had a good one with Rusev. He had a really good one with Penta. I think they're just showing him exactly what he's what he's capable of.
And they're recycling old ideas with him, but he's putting his own twist on them. Yeah. So he's clearly got some creativity going with him as well. He's far further along than Braun Breaker is. So
a lot of people compare Dominic to Eddie Guerrero for obvious reasons. Right,
that's
his dad. It's his real dad.
Right.
But I don't. If I'm going to compare Dominic Mysterio to any wrestler from the past, it's Kurt Hennig. Right? Dom bumps like
because he's perfect. Boss. Yes, sir. I agree.
Right? Dominic Mysterio bumps like Kurt Hennig.
He does.
He does. Right? He sells his ass off.
Yeah, which is like Shawn Michaels did, like Kurt Hennig did. And Matt, too, you know me, I'm obsessed with timing. And Dominic Mysterio has perfect timing.
Yeah, he really does.
It's so hard to teach.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely down.
Not just you, Ryan. Not just you. This guy too, because he was like, "What, man? What are we?" For a little while, he was like, man.
I did not see it with Dominic, and then I started to watch him and watch the intricacies and what he actually does.
Because to be fair, when he was a babyface, it wasn't that he was bad in the ring. It was just that he was doing the same shit over and over and over again. He wasn't evolving. He needed to get away from his dad, out of that comfort zone, and then he just blossomed from there.
Yep.
And that's why I was like, get him in NXT, get him away from his dad and get him in NXT because there's something there with this kid. He's just boring right now. But let's rewind back to the world title scene. Seth Rollins, I'm sure they'll just take the title off and we'll have a vacant title. What do you do with it? And who do you put the title on? I'll let you go first, Albert.
Look, this is going to always be my suggestion for
this
everything.
Is what I said, Harry, in my video. I said this shit, and I got laughed out of the building for this shit.
No, that's a good
He is the Rock of our generation. I've said this shit.
You said it. Yeah, you have. You said it on this show. Too.
Laughed at for that.
This is going to be my answer for everything. Give me a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal main event, Saturday night's main event. Winner is the Royal Rumble
right around the corner, man.
I don't care. I don't care. It's my answer for everything because that's in my heart of hearts, in my soul, what I always want to see. I love battle royals. It's my favorite match. You're gonna give me an excuse to book one. I'm a fucking book one. Now, in the reality of it, if we're not going there,
I know you. That's what you do, Harry. I know.
I don't mind. Here's the thing. At this point, in a very similar situation to what we just had, Io Sky had, Stephanie McCare won the number one contendership for the women's championship. And then the champion got hurt, right? That was the situation.
That's crazy.
Now, CM Punk has just won the number one contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship, and the champion got hurt. So in a very similar instance, I think a lot of people are going immediately, well, CM Punk has to be in that match. And maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Because remember, he won a number one contendership match, which means that he would have a match against the world champion. There is no world champion. There is a very real chance that they just go, you know what? Jey Uso, LA Knight, one-on-one. Winner becomes the world champion. Punk faces the winner at Survivor Series.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, because you just brought that up. This is a name that none of us brought up, and it's because he's not there right now. But if we're going to add people to a match and make it like this scramble for it, Gunther should be in there.
Sure.
He was the last world champion before Seth. I mean, Punk technically was, but Gunther was the champion. So I would want him to be involved in this if we're doing anything of that nature. And then he gets away from John Cena, and then Dominic Mysterio can have that final match that he rightfully deserves.
Well, I'd like that, Jimmy, but it goes against my theory of what's going to happen with Dom.
Okay, so we'll get to that after this one. We'll do the world title, and then we'll do Dom. Oh, no, we're doing Cena after this. Cena, AJ. But you know what? I'm going to do something that's going to shock Harry here. I'm not against the idea of throwing AJ into this.
Sure.
Because if Braun Breaker is going to take the tag titles away from AJ and Dragon Lee, which I think this is what's happening. I think they're winning it, and then Breaker and Breed are going after them. I think that's what's happening. Put the world title on AJ. Nobody's going to be mad at AJ Styles being a world champion. It's not. Nope. It's just not going to happen. And it would be kind of one of those things where it comes out of left fields, reminiscent of when Kevin Owens got crowned WWE champion back in the day. Like, it's just completely out of nowhere. You put it on a guy who we know has, one, earned it. Two, he's in his final year. So, I mean, give him that last hurrah. And three, he's not going to disappoint. And he can put someone over on the way out. So, yeah, I knew you'd love that, Harry. I'm not against that idea at all.
No.
I'll say I want LA Knight to get the title now. I think
Me too.
I think it's been his time. But if they were to just go crazy with it and put it on AJ Styles, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Absolutely same.
Well, I've already said what I'd do. Survivor Series, 8-man tournament.
I'm not mad at that.
Deadly game.
That would be great too. Yeah.
Comes down to Breaker versus an injured LA Knight.
No.
LA Knight overcomes the beast that is Braun Breaker and wins the World Heavyweight title finally.
That's not the show, but I knew you'd love it, man. I knew you'd love it.
I think that unanimously, I think we're all in the same camp that we believe that this has to go to LA Knight, right? Like that, he's got to be the guy that
he should have been the guy 6 months ago.
What better time to give him the opportunity than right now?
Right?
What do you have to lose?
Exactly. He doesn't have to main event WrestleMania. He doesn't have to go into WrestleMania as champion. He can lose it at Royal Rumble. Give him the title. See what the reaction is. See how he does.
You never know, man. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm just saying. No, the idea was put in my head, and I'm not against it.
No, sure. The thing is, Jim, if it had even worked from a storyline perspective, if Breaker takes the tag titles off him, and then Heyman wangles Breaker into the match for the World Heavyweight Championship as well, and AJ beats Breaker and wins the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, there's continuity there.
Exactly.
I said the word right for you.
Yeah, you did. Thank you very much.
There's with that feud, and they love doing that kind of shit with their feuds. They love just kind of like stretching it as thin as they possibly can, and that's a way you could do that with that feud. But yeah, I just no. I want LA Knight to just win the freaking title.
Yeah, he's already done. He's done the US Championship. He's done the mid card shit. Just pardon me. He just needs to win the world title. The man is 42 years old. He's the same age as me. Might even be a little bit older. It is time. It has been his time for nearly a year. He was never going to get the world title on SmackDown because Cody. Right, but he was never going to get the world title because of Cody. But realistically, unless Roman turns around and goes, "I'll win it," there's nobody better to put the belt on right now than LA Knight.
Yeah,
it makes sense. Like you guys said, he doesn't even have to have a long reign.
Yeah,
Royal Rumble, take it off in the Royal Rumble.
Just pull the trigger. Just give it to him. Look, they did it with Jey Uso, right?
Yeah.
They pulled the trigger,
and and LA Knight has been over, I think, longer than Jey.
Oh yeah, massively.
So why not?
Just do it.
So you say Battle Royal. He says
Deadly Game Survivor Series tournament.
Again, Survivor Series tournament. I'll just say do a 4-way. LA Knight, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Gunther. That's the 4-way. No, because Braun Breaker would have to be involved in that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think it should be Braun.
Do a 5-way then. Screw it. I don't care. Add some numbers to it. The more the merrier. Yeah. Right. And then 6. Right. AJ Styles. There you go. 6-way match.
There you go.
Well, or you know what? Add 14 more and just make the rules over the top rope.
No. There are not 14 other people on that roster that deserve that opportunity.
No.
The most, I'd add Bronson Reed and Dominic. That's it. I wouldn't add anybody else.
I mean, you can make arguments that you could add, ex-world champions in there. Like, Kofi Kingston would make sense. then you can start throwing in some guys who haven't gotten an opportunity that are on their way up. Like
They'd start throwing
Rusev or Penta and Dom. And then look, before you know it, you got 20 guys.
No, 6 is my max. 6 is my max. All right. Since we're talking about AJ Styles, what a great transition. Albert has not yet seen the match. You know who wins it though, right?
I do. I do.
So it's not a spoiler. AJ Styles versus John Cena happened at Crown Jewel. And boy, did these two over-deliver in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Nick, you are just chomping at the bits to talk about this match. So I'll let you go first here.
Yes,
Albert is Battle Royal Hall. Yes,
I am.
He loves some over-the-top nonsense.
Right. For anyone who doesn't know me, I am quite well known for using the phrase nostalgia is poison. However, in the case of this match, nostalgia was dopamine on steroids. The fact that AJ got to do callbacks to every opponent that he wrestled in TNA during this match, he hits an Angel's Wings, he does the Conquista Clutch, he hits a Scorpion Death Drop, he hits a Stroke. Right? Every person that AJ Styles won a world championship off in TNA, he did their finisher in this match. Every person that John Cena won a world championship off, he did their finisher in this match. It was literally like playing.
Bomb yet.
No, which that's a very good point. I missed that one.
I've been waiting for it.
He's got to. But this match is the most fun I have had watching a wrestling match in 10 years. And that, at its core, is what wrestling is supposed to be. It is supposed to be fun. It is supposed to be enjoyable and entertaining. And this match entertained the hell out of me. Like I was saying before we went on, even down to AJ and Cena's ring gear that they wore because it was the same ring gear they were wearing on the cover of Pro Wrestling Illustrated, like when they were announced in 2004 as the new faces of wrestling. So they did the callback and went to their 2004 gear, which is just for old nerds like us. Mainly old nerds like me because I pay attention to this rubbish. But I cannot sing the praises of this match enough, Jimmy. Albert, it is over-delivering is an understatement, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. They showed, AJ said they would leave everything in the ring, and they really did. And yet again, AJ Styles proved that you can lose a big money match and come out looking better. Because AJ, since he's come back, has been a rather popular. I give it the sounds. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm totally against spamming.
Yeah.
But when it makes sense,
mm-hmm.
It's great.
It was amazing.
Yes.
It was amazing. I heard someone compare it to making a wrestler on 2K25 and giving them everyone's finisher.
Yeah.
And we all did that when we were kids.
Of course.
The crowd was beyond hot for this match. It was just, yes, that was cool. It was so well put together. And just to shut up after I say this, the introduction that John Cena gave AJ Styles, the personification of total nonstop action, the true elite leader of the Bullet Club. All of these
AJ's
little things.
Reaction to that one was gold.
It was so. All right, Jimmy, please take over. Otherwise, I'm just going to wax lyrical all day.
So, I was watching this on my phone in the car ride from Buffalo to Rochester to get my plane on the way home because we had to get up. So, the timing of the show worked out great for me because I had to get up, get ready, and drive to get home. So, I was able to get up, watch the show as I'm getting ready, and then I got to sit in the car as that match was beginning. And I just got to sit there and bless my lady Amanda to death for driving for me so that I could do this. Because if I didn't get to experience this one live, and I hate this for you, Albert, I know
it's all right. I'm okay.
Touching grass is a thing, and it's not like you were just. We all have lives.
I had a wonderful time at my best friend's wedding.
Exactly. I'm not trying to rub it in or guilt you or anything. But me personally, had I not got to witness this one live, I think I would hate myself. I don't think it clearly will not have the impact that Rock versus Hogan had at WrestleMania 18. But if I had to tell you a match that was as enjoyable as that one, if I had to pick one match that even rivals the fun I had watching it, it was AJ Styles and John Cena. That's how high I have to praise this match.
Yeah, the one thing that I just want to point out, because like I said, I haven't seen this, is the word that people continue to describe this match with is the word fun. And more so than anything else in the history of pro wrestling, like when it comes to the fandom, when I hear people talk about how fun something is, then I want to see it. Because you can tell me it's the best ever. And a lot of times that's just people, trying to say, hey, this is my favorite company. They did it better than the other favorite company, than your other favorite company. So this was the best ever. When people continually say, holy crap, that match was so much fun, you've got me sold. Because that's what I want. I want to sit down and I want to watch the professional wrestling show that I put on. And I want to enjoy it. And I want to have fun watching it. If I'm not having fun doing it, why am I doing it?
So I welled up probably about 3 times watching this match.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not because it was hitting me because I don't really know much about TNA Styles. I saw some of the stuff. I saw him wrestle in WCW. I've known about Styles since day one, pretty much.
Styles.
I just didn't really follow his career like a lot of other people did. And that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
It was an amazing one.
I was able to understand the callbacks that he was doing, though. And it was just because every time they did one, I'm like, as it's happened, I'm like, that's this. I'm like, and then at one point I started getting pissed because this is the kind of fun we could have been having all year long had Dwayne not stuck his nose into the business. And I don't even like going there with this kind of stuff because it's just woulda, coulda, shoulda at this point. But man, John Cena has been so much fun since CM Punk. And I feel like it's because he's minus Brock Lesnar. We're not counting that. It's stricken from the record books. But this was like, if this was his final match, I wouldn't even be mad.
Yeah.
It was perfection. It literally was. You will not show me a better wrestling match than that. And
it was great.
You might show me ones that are just as good, but you cannot top what these two did in that ring.
No.
And it didn't even dawn on me. I had to see someone like post about it later. They didn't leave the ring, which is insanely
call
impressive.
Back to the Royal Rumble 2016,
Yes,
which was my favorite match of their series.
And it's just wild to me because I had some pretty high expectations for this match, and for them to be like just skyrocket past, I'm like, whoa. Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of people say they've already went back and rewatched it. I refuse. I want to wait. Because I want to wait. I want to kind of forget it. I'll never forget the match, but I want to forget how the match happened, like what's happening, so that I can relive it again. And then I'll be able to place it on my all-time list. But I can't imagine it's not a top 3 match all-time for me at this point. I can't imagine it won't be there.
It's my favorite WWE match ever at this point. Ever.
I love that.
I'm a massive AJ Styles mark. I've got to see him live 5 times in the UK during the big TNA run when they're over here a lot. I watched him in New Japan. I watched him everywhere else. And I have sung his praises for years. And I have said publicly and privately to my friends, AJ Styles is John Cena's greatest opponent. Because of the chemistry and the understanding that both of them have about match structure.
Yeah. As far as in-ring opponent goes, absolutely. Yeah. I won't argue that at all.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, in-ring. Both of them understand the psychology and the structure of a match better than anyone else. John Cena doesn't get enough credit for what he does. He is the modern-day Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and look, as much as I dislike Hogan...
he's better.
Yeah, as much as I dislike Hogan, and I'm the furthest from a Hulk Hogan fan, despite the fact that my best friend made me come out to Hulk Hogan's theme song as his, as my wedding entrance, because he knows I hate
Hogan. Or Real American?
What's
Voodoo
Real American?
Child.
That is horrible.
Horrible.
I would have not showed up.
He knows. So here's the thing. So really quick, this is a very quick interjection. He knows I hate Hulk Hogan with a blind passion. His wife has been a wrestling fan for forever because his wife's sister is actually a monster wrestling fan. So they decided everybody gets to pick a wrestling entrance theme for when they come in from the bridal party. So when he called me, he goes, "Who do you want?" So I said, "Brett." "No, you can't have that." "Who else picked Brett?" "Nobody else picked Brett, but you can't have that one." "Okay, Macho Man." "No, you can't have it." "What do you mean?" He goes, I'm picking yours out. And he knew because I hated Hogan, that's what it was going to be. So I had no choice.
What is up, Ron? Good to join. Good, happy to have you join.
Hello, Ronald.
But the point that I was making is that as much as I dislike Hulk Hogan, the one thing you can never take away is that man had more of a command over an audience than you'll ever see in pro wrestling. And he was 6'5", 310 pounds, and got more sympathy than anybody else in the world.
Yeah.
You can't take that away from the man. It's
You can't
unbelievable.
teach that.
Right. And it's unbelievable the connection and the wrestling and how he resonated with the fans. That's what John Cena has. And I didn't see it as a kid. Remember, as a kid, I hated Hogan.
Yeah.
When I grew up as a teen, an angsty teen, I hated John Cena too.
Yeah.
Now that I'm older, I get it, and I understand the reasons why they were in the positions that they were for as long as they were, because they made the most money, they make the most sense, and they've connected with the crowd better than anybody else. And that's what you want from your world champion. You want them to be the guy that connects with the crowd better than everybody else. And when Jey Uso was at his height, who was connecting with the crowd better than Jey Uso? That's what a world champion is supposed to be. Eliciting the biggest response every night from the crowd. This is why when people get mad about Rhea Ripley being at the top of the card, stay mad, because when This Is My Brutality hits, the entire place shakes.
She gets top 3 pops every time she comes out. Not women.
Time.
In all of wrestling right now, he is a top 3, we'll call her a pop artist, because nobody gets them pops other than Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. She gets better pops than CM Punk sometimes.
Yep.
Like, that's insane to me. But we were saying this like a year ago, Albert.
Yep.
We were like, we need to push the shit out of this woman because she is it. And
she's the biggest star in women's wrestling and has been for a long period of time.
She will end up dethroning Becky Lynch as the greatest of all time. That's my
I agree.
But back to the Cena and AJ. Yes, we got Nick back finally. And guess what, Ron? Guess what we're doing tomorrow morning? What you've been waiting for, buddy. The Friday Nitro review is coming back.
Yes, it is, because I am finally getting back to work.
I think we were done. But where is it at? I hate Hogan, but he's probably the best ever at working a crowd. Yes, top 3 are Hogan. Hogan, Rock, and Cena. Those are your 3 as far as they know how to work the crowd better than everybody.
That's why Rock versus Hogan at WrestleMania 18 is the greatest WrestleMania match of all time.
Exactly. And that's why I'm so glad they didn't do Austin Hogan. Like, it would not have done what Rock Hogan did. It was going to happen. But with that said, Albert, hurry up and watch the damn match.
Yeah, seriously.
Now, to the best part of the show. Nick brought it up earlier. I'm glad he did. That way we can't blame me for derailing the show to talk about the greatest of all time. The greatest luchador of all time. The greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. He's your current Mega Intercontinental Champion. He was able to break through having a deadbeat dad and has surpassed his success already at half his age. Dirty Daddy Double Champion Dominic Mysterio. Nick, I don't even know which one to talk about.
Right.
But I'm going to just let you take over from here. I had to give him this introduction.
That's great. It's a great intro.
You started off, and I'll go. I'll just go
Jim,
from where you're talking.
You're gonna both hate and love this.
You're gonna get muted and booted.
No. You're gonna hate it, then you're gonna love it. Right? Because there is a end game to my idea.
Hate it already.
The prevailing theory among fans is that Gunther is going to be John Cena's last opponent. Yes, it's not confirmed yet, but that is the prevailing theory.
I don't think that's the popular theory. I think I think
I didn't say popular. I said prevailing.
I don't even know if that's the case. I think it was announced and some people are running with it and some people were just like, we'll see. Because again,
in that case, going under the assumption that Gunther is going to be John Cena's last opponent.
You know what it is.
And likely, John Cena is going to wrestle Dominic Mysterio before he retires. Because what belt hasn't John won?
The Mega Championship.
In WWE.
The Intercontinental Championship, too. Dom has 2 titles that Punk has never won.
Right. Well, it will make John a Grand Slam champion, which they will want to do if he wins that belt off Dominic Mysterio. So, hang on.
Oh, I know where you're going. Can I just interject real quick?
Go on.
They may want him to. I think John doesn't want to.
I would agree. But I don't think John wanted to lose to Brock Lesnar, and he did anyway.
Continue.
Right. Dom will give John the second best match after the AJ match in John's entire retirement tour. Because nobody will bump for John Cena like Dominic Mysterio will bump for John Cena. Dominic will play the perfect heel and counterbalance.
I thought we were friends, Harry. I just praised your boy, and now you're being ridiculous, Harry. You're being mean now. I was being so nice to you earlier.
Dom will give Cena the perfect match. It doesn't matter what anybody says. He will give Cena the perfect match because he will play the perfect foil to the super babyface that is John Cena as the dirty, shit-eating heel. Because that's what Dom does, and he does it better than anybody else. So they will have a fantastic match. John Cena will do what he always does and overcome the odds of Judgment Day. And Finn Balor will fuck Dominic Mysterio over and make him lose the Intercontinental Championship, which will then lead to Finn Balor challenging for the Mega Championship at the next World Collide show in AAA. Because Finn Balor is super fucking over in AAA, and it works. However, we then get to Gunther versus Cena, where Gunther, who needs to be heated back up again, now I don't really like this, but it's a theory, is going to win the Intercontinental Championship from John Cena, and John Cena will go out on his back because that is the type of thing John would do for the business, which will elevate Gunther back up. It would have worked better if Brock Lesnar had not been the person to beat and decimate John Cena, and Gunther did it instead. However, after losing both the Intercontinental title and the AAA Mega Championship to Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio will go into a spiral of depression. His girlfriend will then return and pick up Dominic Mysterio's spirits as Liv Morgan returns and helps elevate Dom, increase his ego, make him believe in himself again. And then Dominic Mysterio will enter himself in the Royal Rumble at number 1. Dominic Mysterio is going to 1 to 30 the Royal Rumble in January, go on to WrestleMania, and beat whoever the hell it is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm going to go ahead and say, one, I spent the entire time you were talking about that, the Jackie Chan meme. What? At what point am I going to like what this man is saying? No. I've already declared Dominic Mysterio is your 2027 Royal Rumble winner.
Okay.
He's already, that's when it's happening. 2027.
So what, you think this year's mask versus hair against Deadbeat?
No. By then, they're gonna rekindle. Dom explodes at the babyface when they embrace that hug in the center of that ring when one of them comes to save the other. That's what's gonna happen before Dom wins the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Then he's gonna win the Rumble in 2027, win the title at WrestleMania that year. I will not hate the idea of Gunther being Cena's last match because that was the WrestleMania match.
That was our WrestleMania match.
I've seen people talking about having they fantasy booked the match already, even though it hasn't even been freaking announced. They're already fantasy booking it. And if Gunther's beating Cena, I don't want Gunther taking a step back for the IC title.
Neither do I.
Because he's already lost too many big matches. So if he goes back to win an IC title, then it's like, okay, well, that's your ceiling. That's what it feels like. That's your ceiling. And Gunther's not there.
No,
but
neither do I. But unfortunately, this is just how my brain worked out the story.
I think I will say if Gunther is his final match, Cena better tap.
Yes.
Better fucking tap.
Yes. And I don't want this pass out BS. He needs.
You
needs
saw
to
what I
tap
said.
Tap.
You saw what I said.
Yeah.
He taps because Gunther's time is now. John Cena's time is up, and Gunther's time is now. That's how you tell that story.
Yeah.
And then Gunther has something to go with. But like I said, and you probably didn't see me say this, Dom is the perfect final opponent for John Cena because unlike all the other people over the years who have gotten that rub from Cena and then fell flat on their face afterwards, Dom is equipped to handle it and run with it.
Agreed.
No other person that has been in the position that he would be in after beating Cena is equipped and has the mental capacity. And we talk about working crowds. Dom knows how to work a crowd. He has all the tools to not only take the heat and the pressure of beating Cena, but he has the ability to run with it. And you brought up the Grand Slam thing. How perfect is it that Cena fails winning the Grand Slam as his final match? There's no redemption to that.
No, I'll give you that.
He puts over Dom on the way out, which, again, at this point, I think Dom needs a signature win.
He does.
I think he needs that.
He does.
He's been, regardless of what anybody's on the internet saying, I don't care. Dom has been the second best champion in all, I won't say all of wrestling because I don't watch all of wrestling, but of the promotions I pay attention to, he is the second best champion since WrestleMania, behind only Becky Lynch. I think he's been given some, the Penta rematch thing is annoying, but the way he sells it, like, he kind of just brushes it like, I've already done it twice, so what like he's not trying to sell the match like as anything other than like this is a waste of my time.
It's the little details though with Dom. Like we all watch Raw.
Yeah.
So Penta and Rusev had their little tete-a-tete. Then Dom walks in the background, barely noticeable, and just goes, "Nope."
Backs away.
The other way.
And
backs away. Perfect.
If we're going to talk about Dom losing the Intercontinental title, since you brought it up, what a fucking just crazy thing to even talk about. Albert is going to love this. Finn is the guy that has to take the Intercontinental title away from him.
I'm not mad
That's
at it.
the story they're telling.
Of course you're not mad at it.
And that's the story they're telling. And that's how Dom...
I honestly think they're going to use the Mega Championship for that.
Nope. They're not going to put the... I don't think they put that on Finn. I think the idea would be put that. I don't know. I've only seen the two shows. I haven't figured it quite out yet. I'm getting a little bit more. I'm getting better about figuring what's going on and who's it and who's not. But I don't think Dom should lose that title for a while because nobody's more over than him.
Okay,
I can't disagree with that either.
Like Finn's over. I'm not going to, but he's not as over as Dom is down there.
No, not right now. Not absolutely not. Like look,
that night he came and took the mask off. There was like an earthquake going on in there. Like Dom's the guy there. So if they're gonna go ahead and go with Vikingo being like the hated guy and the heel and everything, then have Dom drop it back to him later on. But Dale has arrived. About time, bro. I've been waiting.
Hey,
for you,
buddy.
Man. He has our closing argument probably here. Hey guys, first time, long time. What should Gunther make Cena tap out to? Boston Crab or cross-faced chicken wing? Choke him out.
Yep, I agree.
Just choke him out.
Put him to sleep.
Boston Crab would be funny if it was in Boston, but
I don't know if you two know what this move is, but the Shankly Gates.
Bro, I don't know what that is. Come on.
Okay. You know Nigel McGuinness?
No, who's that?
Oh my god.
Bro, I know who Nigel McGuinness is. Come on.
Don't. Right. I was just checking, Jim. Right. Nigel McGuinness has a move, and one half of the Grizzled Young Veterans uses it now. The Scouser, whose name eludes me right now. But Nigel McGuinness uses an arm hold Gunther used in WXW as his finisher for 5.5 years. It's a combination of a camel clutch and a Kimura, but it's reversed over this side of your head.
Okay.
He needs to beat John with that. Yeah. The London Dungeon.
Okay.
He needs to beat Cena with the London Dungeon.
Dale, if you're asking me if I have to pick between these two, I said Boston Crab because that would be funny, but it would have to be in Boston. Like, it would have to be because it's just funny.
It would.
I mean, I'm okay with it being a crossface chicken wing. It would be really funny if somehow Bob Backlund.
But what if he did the inverted STF to him and made him tap out to that?
Ooh.
Your time is up. My time is now.
Yeah.
I
like that. I do.
Yeah.
I really like
so
that.
I'll ask Albert. Do you have any disagreement with me on Finn taking the title from Dom?
No, I think it's good. I think that's fine. I'm okay with that. That works for me.
The way you would do it, the way I would do it, is I would do it at Mania in a 4-way, and I would have Finn basically do to Dom what Dom did to him, and you just have that full circle moment.
Okay.
And I think Dom could hold that momentum until WrestleMania. Like again, he's it. He's it. I'm fanboying. I don't care. Y'all should be too. Everybody should be fanboying over Dom. He's that damn good. Yeah. Anything else y'all want to talk about? We got 5 minutes.
I have an idea that's rolling around in my head that involves you.
Me?
You are the undefeated, undisputed, wrestling with your thoughts, fancy booking world heavyweight champion.
Ain't nobody better. Who better? Nobody
4
better.
years.
Nobody better.
Nobody has beaten this man.
I dig the graves
But
and
do you know who Adam Blompier is?
No. He's beneath me.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just joking. If you're watching it, I don't know. I'm just joking.
Right. Adam, if by any chance you are watching this, I'm just going to say it now. I have ran out of opponents for Jimmy to beat. We ran out of opponents for him to beat last summer, and I haven't managed to find anybody. But you have recently relaunched a new channel
talent
where you are doing fantasy booking. I'm going to email Blomco, and I'm going to see if Adam Blompier would be interested in challenging you for the Wrestling with Your Thoughts World Heavyweight Championship. Would you be interested?
Who is it? Harry knows who it is. Who is this? Harry, you ain't better than me, man. You ain't better than me, I promise.
No. Adam is the, in my opinion, the best British fantasy booker in the world.
Well, I'm a real American, baby.
Are the best American fantasy booker in the world.
Real American.
If I can somehow get Adam to agree to do this, I would be honored if you would accept the challenge.
I would have to know. I don't want to say no, but it would have whatever we're booking would have to be inspired. I'd have to be inspired by it.
Okay, well,
I'm a busier person than I was before. I'm a busier person than I was before.
That's fine. I have had an idea.
Okay.
I'll run it by you after the show because it might take a few minutes.
The reigns would have been more over with the Heyman push.
I think anybody would have been more over, but I don't really think you were getting much more over than where he really was.
Okay, Nick, this will be a new topic for you. And since we have 3 minutes to kill, whatever, and I think we all like the guy here. Chris Jericho, WB, are you excited or no?
I will if he does a WrestleMania match and then goes into the Hall of Fame and goes away.
Who would you have him wrestle at WrestleMania?
Unfortunately,
I guarantee you're going to like my answer better than yours.
Well, unfortunately, he's retiring at Saturday night's main event. So AJ Styles, because Cena's going to retire before Jericho comes in. So I would like Cena's last match to be Chris Jericho at Mania. But AJ Styles. And I'd have AJ Styles beat Chris Jericho in Mania the way that Chris Jericho beat AJ Styles in his first WrestleMania.
Dale's does Fandango. Harry says he would like Jericho versus LA Knight. Logan Paul.
Ooh.
It's a good one.
Ooh, I like that.
It's a good one. It's a really
good
one.
I like that.
Yeah, I told you. That's why I'm the fantasy booking champion.
That's really good. That's really good.
Limpo.
Prime, a little bit of the bubbly. There's so many ways this can move along.
When Chris Jericho is limited, he's brilliant. It's when he has nobody stopping him that it's kind of like, whoa, Chris.
Mm-hmm. yeah. He's like the Vince Russo of wrestling. Vince Russo when he had McMahon.
I'm the Vince Russo of booking. So man, all this is full circle here.
Yeah. Jimmy, let me just ask you a question. So when you say you would have to be inspired, give me an example.
It would have to be something that I would like really enjoy. If it was just something that was like, I don't know, Harry, you keep talking. I'll decimate you if you want me to. Like I'll bury you. Like because when I fantasy book Harry, the fanboy and the bias goes out the window. and I take chances that nobody else takes. Like I did the one where Kane beats Undertaker at WrestleMania 14 that blew
Yeah, that was amazing.
mind. And
That blew
every
my
single
mind.
one of them agreed with me after the fact the way I did it. So, it just had to be. I don't want it to be something like what was the first one I did? It was
New Blood Rising.
Okay, that one wasn't bad. It was the In Your House Canadian Stampede. I had to do so much homework for that one because I didn't know the product that well. I still think I killed it, but it was just it felt like work. It wasn't fun.
What if I said I want you to do WrestleMania 18?
Bro, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that.
Okay. Well, I do have another
bro, we ain't touching perfection, bro.
I do have another suggestion. WrestleMania 2027.
Man, I don't know.
Saudi Arabia.
What?
It's in Saudi Arabia.
You talking about WrestleMania 43?
Yeah.
So you want me to fancy book WrestleMania 40
ahead instead of going backwards?
That's what I really want to do.
Instead of going backwards, we go. You
already know how the show's ended.
Right. We go I know. Right. We go forwards. Right. You have to book from the Royal Rumble,
bro. Yes.
To WrestleMania.
Nick made me
just Raw, no SmackDown, all the weeks of TV. If I can get Adam Blompier by hook or crook and some fucking miracle to agree to come on and do this show,
fucking smash him.
Like, Adam, if by some miracle, Sir, you are watching this show, you absolute smartass.
He should be.
Please.
He had a brain.
My email is nickthegeek2814@gmail.com.
Hit him up.
Please hit me up. Let me know if you'd be interested in this.
And
I cannot pay you. We're very, very poor.
Harry,
right? But this will be the greatest fantasy booking match of all time.
Quick, if we're doing WrestleMania 43, this is how I like to do it. We book separate nights because booking 2 nights is crazy.
Yeah.
And before we do a draft on picking talent that we want to use.
Okay.
I think that's the fair way to do that.
I'm so glad that you aren't doing this with me, because if I got the first pick, I would screw you over. So
you better not say a fucking word to him.
I do not. That's exactly what I would do. Just to screw you.
Okay. Also, Harry, bro, I'm not saying it. I'm not backing down. I'll take you out too. You have no idea,
Harry,
the monster that I am.
Harry, if you want to take,
don't sing it, bring it, Chico. I don't sing.
Okay, Harry, I've just given you my email. Hit me up. Tell me when you're available. It's a good warm-up match for the champ. It's a good warm-up match for the champ.
I can't see shit, but I'm gonna find it. Hold on a second.
I know it's in there somewhere. Right, it's a good warm-up match for the champ. And I've been wanting to bring Wrestling With Your Thoughts back for so long, but Jimmy beat everyone to the ground. What do you mean it's gone?
I don't know. I got tired of not having competition.
He's got a title belt. That's what he's looking for.
It's
somewhere. Right. But, Harry,
if
seriously.
You beat me, Harry, I got a prize for you.
There you go. Harry, seriously. You want to hit it up? In fact, Jim, you want to book forwards for this one with Harry?
I don't know. Hold on.
This year's Royal Rumble.
Bro, when it comes
a good one.
To AJ, when it comes to Jimmy as a booker, he is phenomenal, cuz. I can't even do it. Whatever. You know the deal?
It's that, Jim.
These are my gloves, Harry. I'm going to wear them as I whoop your ass. That way you can say you got lost to the phenomenal one.
Harry, I'll give you notice now. It will be Royal Rumble 2026 that you'll be booking against Jim if you wish to do this. You have to do the 4 weeks of television leading up to the Royal Rumble. I'll make it a shorter edition of Wrestling With Your
Royal Rumble 2 nights yet?
We won't. Is the Rumble 2 nights this year? Not that I know of, but if you want it to be 2 nights, you can make it 2 nights.
It don't matter.
Don't matter. But there you go, Harry. The gauntlet has been thrown down. I have eternal confidence in my champion. He's never let me down.
Please continue to be my friend afterwards.
He has beaten every single person I have put in front of him. And we're talking
I won't. I'll keep my
13
mouth
opponents.
shut. Oh my God, I could cut a promo right now. I'll keep my mouth shut.
13
I don't want
opponents.
to hurt nobody's
They've
feelings
all
anymore.
fallen by the wayside. I have 3 judges, including myself. We are all non-biased. That is why I have 3 of us. It's myself, it is Sav, and it is the captain. I'm sure they'll be available for it. Let me
Dale
know.
said he watched. He can join. There you go. Dale knows ball.
There we go.
I want to see it.
Fucking crush you, Harry. You don't want
to
this
see
shit.
it.
You and Bimbo. I'll start cutting promos like I did last time.
I'm interested.
I cut the 1,000.
Yeah.
I did the Chris Jericho 1,004 list on old Cap.
Yeah, he did. It was amazing.
I think I did Steiner math too. Anyway, oh Terry, you done fucked up, son. That's the show. You will acknowledge me, son. He's going. Ooh, son. Hats backwards. You're done for. That's the show, everybody. Me and Nick will be back tomorrow on this channel to do Friday Night Show reviews. We're picking it back up, baby.
It's gonna be great.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And thankfully they do video packages, so they'll catch me back up on everything.
Yes.
Hey, I'll do that, dude. I don't know anything about them, so I'd be fresh eyes on it.
I'd love to review some ECW.
But, yeah,
I love ECW pay-per-view.
Nitro review is back tomorrow, baby, and I'm excited because we are on our way.
At what time, Jimmy?
I'll get up with you. I gotta look at time and stuff. It'll be in the morning though. It'll be morning my time, so it'll be middle of the day.
Cool. So mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the show. We'll be back next week with something. I don't know, but we'll get it. We'll figure it out like we always do. And yeah, Albert, you got anything to say before we leave?
Have a good day, everybody.
That's what's up. Nick, what about you?
I bit sappy, but everyone that sent me messages and everything over the last few months, thank you very much. It was a big help. I'm better. I'm back, and I cannot wait to get back to work. So
I'm glad you could join us, man. I'm glad you could join us.
Thank you very much.
And as far as final words for me, Harry, you're a dead man. I'm gonna fucking murder you.
NickTheGeek2814@gmail.com, Harry.
I'll send him your thing. He ain't getting out of this now. He don't talk too much crap. I'll make sure you know
I cannot
about
wait for this now.
Oh my goodness, you don't even know what you've
I'm
done.
so excited.
So
I'll tell you right now, Nick, he's gonna have Nikki Bella win the women's Royal Rumble, so you know he's gonna lose already.
I know.
So
and
that's
he's
the
screwed
show,
if he does. Cap hates the Bellas.
Huh?
He's screwed if he does. The captain hates the Bellas.
Captain hates everything though. I'm
Yeah, true.
gonna have
if it was
Dusty
after
Rhodes come back
if
from
it
the
was
dead
after
to win the Royal
1986.
Rumble. I'm gonna win. That's the show. We went over because Harry, you done started something you did not want to start, Harry. When I am motivated on this, I'm locked in. You are done for. You are done for, son. Be back tomorrow, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Don't worry, Harry. I still love you. It's gonna be like Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair. Sorry, I love you, but I have to do this. Bada bing, bada boom. That's the show. Toodles.